Surprise, surprise, NIO has refuted the rumors that there is a partnership pending between Mercedes Benz and NIO. Little fun fact, this coffee mug by Mercedes Benz Technology is an original from back in the days in Shanghai when I was assistant to the CEO of MB Tech. So it was a little company back then. He and I were the only foreigners, the German guys, and the rest were Chinese. And our mission was to consult Chinese companies, state-owned enterprises, and some of the private companies regarding powertrain development, R&D, and vehicle testing and stuff like that. So pretty much everything that nowadays the Germans are buying from the Chinese. So lots of things have changed, and these partnerships are real. They're happening. XPeng and Volkswagen, SAIC and Audi, and NIO and Mercedes ? If you watched my previous videos, you know that I've talked about this partnership on how it makes sense on paper, how there are visible signs out there that things like talks and stuff are happening. However, that this may not be a real reason to think that this will actually be pulled off. There are many obstacles and hurdles around it. And what can I say? My friend Jiawei from CNEV Post, he went out and asked NIO directly, and the staff basically said that the rumors are not true. And I have to say, I trust CNEV Post, I trust Jiawei who runs it. I've met him personally in Shanghai twice. And by the way, I have to repeat myself, if you like CNEV Post, then I would say, why not support them on Patreon? I'm personally really in the opinion that those people who bring us the daily news and they pull off great work, like really quality work, they should be rewarded for it. And so I know that Jiawei, he's just living off Google advertisements, and it's really difficult to run this website. He's got 2 kids, so why not support content creators? Why should everything out there be free? I really don't get it. Now, here's my take about NIO refuting those rumors. First of all, I think it's funny to see NIO going out there and dunking on one of the more positive vibes around the company. You really don't see that a lot of times that a company is basically refuting some positive rumors. NIO kind of having a history for that. I'm not sure if Tesla would go out and do the same thing, but maybe NIO's just playing fair here and being the nice kid on the block and wants some compliance and legal safety, because of course it could technically impact how the company is seen, and could have some reputational issues, and frankly this deal could fall through, and maybe it has already fallen through. That is certainly possible. However, my take here is that the fact that NIO is refuting these rumors really doesn't mean that this deal and partnership is off. Once again, I said before how complex this whole battery swapping setup is and how brands are currently collaborating or competing in China, and on paper that there is lots of stuff going on in the background, and I'll make it a special video on that. I think especially from the Mercedes Benz side, it would make a lot of sense. On the other hand, yes, there are many reasons against this, and adopting a platform like battery swapping certainly isn't as easy like what we've seen with XPeng and Volkswagen, right? Where there's very clear benefit immediately to a company like Volkswagen, what they're seeking with XPeng, and that might not be the case for NIO. However, I also want to go back to what I know with certainty, and also from a very reliable source, is that there was already an announcement planned for this Mercedes-Benz and NIO deal back in the days when Li Bin was in Germany. So that's usually where you see such type of announcements with industry delegations, political delegations. Back then, I think it was Li Jiang who was in Germany, and it's not the first time that NIO, they have this Bosch deal in the past where also Chancellor Merkel and Li Jiang, they were both attending. So that would have been the right setting for announcing such kind of a ceremony, but it didn't happen, right? So the question is why it didn't happen. So maybe it's the wrong timing. Maybe there is still no breakthrough, and maybe they just want to wait and see. We don't know. I just think that just the dismissal of this rumor, of this news, really doesn't mean that all of these images, photos that we've seen, and what I'm hearing from those sources isn't credible. On the contrary, I still think that those talks are going on, and that we might see an announcement at some point in time, which again might look very different to what we are imagining. And so with that, I think it's actually not even priced into the stock, because nobody knows how to price in such a partnership. It's not the same as with XPeng, where the partnership is about an investment in the company and where they get the revenue streams for R&D. It would be a very different type of a partnership between a company like Mercedes Benz and NIO if that were the case. And it's difficult to price the valuation for that in if you don't have the specifics. So I think up until now, I don't see how this is actually priced in the stock. Just like I said in my video before, I think we've basically gone up because of the trend change in deliveries and NIO actually even outperforming Xiaopeng on the delivery recovery there. And that is the main driver of why the stock has been doing well recently. However, again, NIO stock has not outperformed XPeng, which doesn't make a lot of sense in my point of view. And so, I don't expect any discount to the stock based off that NIO is refuting those rumors right now. If so, the only reason could be that the expectations for the NIO delivery numbers have possibly been too high, and now investors are maybe, repricing their expectations. That could be the only way I'm thinking of. In case we still get a deal between Mercedes-Benz and NIO, or NIO and any other company, or maybe what I rumored before, a NIO Power IPO, I think that would still have to show up in the stock price and would be an entirely different scenario to what we've seen before. So that's my take on this latest news. Let me know in the comments what are your expectations regarding this and how you see that NIO is basically refuting those rumors right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.